When Trayvon Martin was first shot, I said that this could have been my son. Another way of saying that is Trayvon Martin could have been me.
President Obama speaking for the first time on the growing controversy surrounding the George Zimmerman verdict. A Florida jury acquitted Zimmerman last weekend in the shooting death of 17-year-old Trayvon Martin. Zimmerman says that he acted in self-defense, but others believe that race played a major role. The Zimmerman case put Florida's Stand Your Ground law into focus. Tennessee is one of nearly 24 states with similar legislation.
That's right, and people in Nashville and cities all across the country will be marching tomorrow, calling for a change in that law. That march will take place at the Federal Courthouse downtown at 8th and Broadway, and Fox 17's Mikayla Lewis is live downtown there right now to tell us exactly what Tennessee's self-defense law says.
Scott and Stacy, Vigil participants are pushing for federal charges against George Zimmerman, but they're also wanting to put pressure on state lawmakers to take another look at the self-defense law, including the one here in our state. Tennessee is one of 20 states with the Stand Your Ground law.
It lays out all of the requirements for self-defense and how it's used here in Tennessee.
Criminal defense attorney Grover Collins says you have the right to protect yourself in places, including your home, business, and car.
When you invoke the Stand Your Ground or your self-defense, you believe that there's an imminent threat, a reasonably imminent threat of serious bodily harm or death. At that point, it's based on your perception and what's reasonable at that time.
Self-defense can include using your fist, a knife, or a gun. From 1981 to 89, Tennessee law required you to try to get away from a threat before using self-defense.
That sounds good academically.
But some, like the author of Carrying a Handgun for Self-Defense in Tennessee, John Harris, thinks the law works the way it is now.
But as a practical matter, most people have to make the decision whether or not to defend themselves in a very narrow span of time. And it was too much of a burden, the legislature thought, when they adopted the no retreat doctrine.
Others want to change, like National Action Network members who organized the 100 City Prayer Vigil for Trayvon Martin.
His race or his culture, but all those things should not place you at risk of having to die as a result of the application of the law, especially when you are, or ever, but especially when you are unarmed and not breaking the law.
Zimmerman did have a right to stand his ground, but Trayvon had a right to stand his ground too, but we only got one side of the story because one person's alive and one person's dead.
The 100 City Prayer Vigil for Trayvon Martin will take place tomorrow right here outside the Federal Courthouse from noon to 2 p.m. It will also honor murder teams across the country taking a stand to end violence against all youth. Reporting live from downtown Nashville, Mikayla Lewis, Fox 17 News.